What's up, you guys? I'm going to be doing a reaction video to my voice pre-transition. Not only is it pre-transition, but it's before I even knew I was transgender. This was back in like 10th grade, and I used to have voice updates throughout the years when I was transitioning, but I got kind of cringed out by doing those every single year, where you do the, hi, my name is blah, 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 and I'm 1 day on testosterone, hi, my name is blah, 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 and I am 2 days on testosterone. Like, it just got super old, and I ended up deleting them, which I kind of wish I didn't now thinking back on it, because it would have been nice to have. But I did come across this gem, which is even more cringy. Now, in this video, I am singing. Please just spare me. Just spare me. But to give you some context, yes, I was like doing a stupid made-up song to my best friend. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get this over with.
Hi, Isa. What's up?
What the is this?
I don't know what to say. You're my best friend. I'm your best friend. We about to graduate. I'm about to graduate. We both play softball. You play softball. You're a pitcher. Good job with that. Good job with that. I suck at rapping. Really do. Marissa, you are phenomenal at singing.
What the Kyle, what in the...
Singing and dancing and pitching in softball. You're great at painting pictures. You really should paint me one for my wall.
This is painful. A lot more painful than I thought. I do remember making this video, but I don't remember it being this bad. To give you a little context, I don't know if you guys are old enough. Some of you guys, I do have a younger following, but if you are like my age or older, you know how Facebook worked back in like the early 2000s, and high schoolers, I was in high school back then, we would do like truth is posts where we would say, truth is you're my best friend, or truth is I think you're kind of cute. Like, that was like the thing to do back then. And so I did one to my best friend, and I made a video instead of just like writing a status, and this is what I decided to come up with. Yeah.
Oh, it would be so lovely. Thank you and good night.
Alright, wrap it up, Kyle. What the absolute was that? Yo, I was only like 15, 16 at most. Yeah. Hearing that, I don't even have a connection. Like, it doesn't even feel like that was me. Like, I look at that video and it just doesn't feel like that happened. It doesn't feel like that was a part of my history. I don't know. Like, that is super strange. What the fuck? So, yeah. Right off the bat, genuinely, I'm so disconnected with my childhood, and I think it's a trauma response, as you can see why, but I think it's a trauma response as to why I don't really connect with it anymore, and it almost feels like I'm watching someone else. But I had an amazing childhood. I, like, literally had probably one of the best childhoods a child could ask for, but when it came to my identity, I think that's where the trauma comes from, and why I just no longer associate with that part of my life. Although I'm not ashamed, I guess it's just like a unintentional trauma, I guess. But yeah, that was interesting. I will say my voice, I used to be very insecure about my voice, and not even in the way of it being girly, because like I said, I didn't even realize that I was transgender. Like, I knew I was different, and I knew I felt like a dude, but like I didn't understand how identities could be different and how I could actually be the gender I was feeling. So back then, I really thought I was just a girl who just was obsessed with wanting to be a boy until I really understood what being trans was. And so I was embarrassed of my voice, but not in the way that, oh, I wish my voice was deeper. It wasn't like that. I was embarrassed of my voice because it was so childish. Like, I think I was like 16 in that video because it was in like 2010. And my voice is just so childish. Like, it was so childish, and I hated it because all of my girlfriends and even guy friends, I don't know, their voices were just a lot more mature, and I feel like they looked a lot more mature than me. If you look at 10th graders now, like boys and girls, they be looking my age, which is insane. But like, I feel like I looked like I was like 3. Maybe I'm just looking too hard into it, but I don't know. I feel like I looked a lot younger than 15, 16. When I first like started physically changing though, and like dressing more masculine and whatnot, and really presenting as male, it was extremely rough because I looked like I've always passed, I guess you could say. Even before I started hormones, I just have a relatively more masculine face, so it kind of helped in my favor. But it sucked because I was male presenting, but then my voice sounded like that, and it was so unbelievably cringy because it was just so childish and like girly, but I presented as male, and most people thought I was male until I spoke. So like, it was super awkward, and I used to be extremely insecure about my voice, which is why I guess too it was really hard to do like the voice updates yearly because I hated hearing myself, and it wasn't until like 6ish years ago that I started like really speaking on social media. Before that, I wouldn't really do videos where I spoke. I would just do like dancing videos or things like that. But I was very insecure about my voice pre-transition. And now that I have transitioned and my voice is much deeper than it was, I'm still a little insecure about my voice because I still think it has like a little twang to it. And you're probably like, what does the twang mean? I don't know how to explain it, but like, it's like my voice like still has like a little like, and there's nothing wrong, there's nothing wrong with having a little spice to my voice, but I don't know. When I'm in certain situations, like at my job, for instance, I work at a very like toxic masculine work environment. I work at a car dealership, and I'll try and make my voice deeper than it naturally is, just because like I get kind of insecure, like, oh, what if they think certain things and stuff like that. So like, my voice still isn't exactly what I would want it to be, but like, here we are. I'm about 10 years in. It's not doing anything more than this. But I will say, when my voice did start changing, some of you guys might be wondering, well, when did your voice change and when did it start changing? Honestly, my voice started changing a little bit about 4 months into my transition, and it started by just squeaking and doing what a lot of boys' voices do when they're in the middle of puberty. And I remember all my guy friends used to like make fun of me just because why not? But yeah, the first like 4 months, about 4 months into physically transitioning and being on testosterone, my voice started kind of like squeaking and getting higher than it was. And that was making me nervous because I'm like, hold up, why is my voice getting higher? It should be getting deeper. But now it makes sense. That was a part of the process. And then by about year 1, my voice probably got to the deepest it's ever been. And for a little while, I thought, oh, wow, my voice is extremely deep. But then it kind of leveled out, and let me know in the comments if you've transitioned female to male, if you know what I'm talking about. But our voice, it like drops a lot, like it gets way down here, and then it kind of like goes back up a little bit and kind of levels out, and then that level out is going to be your actual voice. And right now, this is my actual voice. I can go deeper than that, but I can also go higher than that. But this is like my bass voice right here, and I've kind of learned to kind of like work on it myself, because again, depending on certain situations, I will use certain voices depending on who I'm around. So when I'm in a very toxic masculine place, I'll talk more like this. And then when I'm in a more like when I'm in a place where people know I'm trans and they're super cool with it and I'm comfortable around them, I'll get my voice really, really high, and sometimes I'll forget and I'll be like, hold on now, Kyle, relax. Like, that voice is a little too high now. But, yeah, overall, I have a lot of control over my voice, and I will say I'm just happy it doesn't sound like that anymore, because all due respect, baby Kyle, but that was horrible. I hated my voice. So embarrassing, and that was super cringy to hear back, but I came across that video yesterday, and I purposely waited to listen to it, because I was like, you know what, I can make a YouTube video about this, so people can hear my voice, and so I can have a genuine reaction. But yeah, that genuine reaction is, what the what was that? I do wish I had a better video where I was just, like, talking and not singing, but yeah, let me know down in the comments if you have any more questions about, like, how my voice changed, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.